Hello YouTubers. Today it's a wonderful warm summer day today, and I went to Stockholm City. I haven't been there looking for records for quite some time, or the visits in Stockholm City are fairly far apart, but today I went, and now I actually noticed even more than before the effect that the Corona and COVID has had, because some of the stores I wanted to have a look at were closed, at least closed for now, or closed until further notice, and so on. And then I saw a sign about a record store that was closing for good and were selling out their records and so on, and it was the record store Atlas, Atlas Records, and I went there and I bought some CDs very cheaply, and I thought, well, for once, why not make a CD update? I haven't bought CDs for a long time, so some of these some of these I already have on vinyl, and some are CDs that I wanted before, but I never never bought them back then, because you didn't actually think that there would be a time when these CDs would be difficult to get hold of. So, first of all, my favorite, Ron Sexsmith, who recently issued a new album, some CD singles, Whatever It Takes, and one of my favorite tracks, together with Don Kerr, Listen, from the Sexsmith and Kerr album, and a bit worn here, All in Good Time, but maybe it's how it's supposed to look, I'm not sure actually. But then we had a promotional copy of Blue Boy from 2001. It is, I think it's a full album, but without the cover art, so very nice. Then I bought 5 CDs with the French duo Air. Many of these, most of these I already have on vinyl, but I thought, why not CD as well? I like these really much. Talkie Walkie is one of my favorites, and of course the one where most of us first got in touch with the music of Air, Moon Safari, that I didn't buy on CD back then, even though I felt that this is really good music. But now, 22 years later, I got it. Is it, was it 98? I think so. Right, well, over 20 years later. I got the vinyl maybe 10 years ago. And what's this then? A 10,000 Hertz Legend. Also have this on vinyl. Original motion picture score, The Virgin Suicides. Another record that I have on vinyl. But then this one, Love 2. And this is something I didn't have before. I've never seen it. I must have missed it. 2009. Yeah. Love 2. Okay, then the only Swedish CD with the comedy music group Las Vegas Trio, Viva Las Vegas, an acoustic folk pop punk pop group with lots of humor, lots of comedy, who make comedy versions of many of our favorite pop songs, Swedish and international. They made a really good version of Like a Virgin that has to be heard to to be, well, it has to be heard to be realized that it exists. That didn't come out too well. Never mind. Yeah, Nelly Furtado. Whoa, Nelly. I remember this when it was issued around 2000. It was, yeah, 2000, with the song I'm Like a Bird. And I thought, well, what a sweet song and a great singer. And I didn't get it. I guess one reason is back then I was a poor student, so I couldn't spend that much money on records, although I spent quite a lot of money anyway. Right, a nice collection with Shocking Blue, the Dutch pop group. I've got several of their albums, but this seems like a very nice collection of the Pink Elephant label, I think. Shocking Blue, 20 Greatest Hits, with Venus and Send Me a Postcard, many others. Great fan of them. Oh, another record and a CD that I bought back when it was new, but my copy has got lost somewhere. Although I've got it on vinyl, but it took quite a long time to find it. I'm talking about Vanessa Paradis from 1992, I think, when she collaborated with Lenny Kravitz. You know, Be My Baby and Sunday Mondays, stuff like that. All these costed around, I think this whole bunch, everything I bought costed around, all in all, 25 pounds. So really, really cheap. They were selling it out like £1 per CD. Another record that I've thought about getting back then, but I didn't. Alanis Morissette, and it's called Jagged Little Pill. Jagged Little Pill. Very famous record. I'm sure you're all familiar with it. I thought she's a great singer, songwriter, and I was keen to get it, but I didn't. Now I have it. Over 20 years later. We have a collection with Steppenwolf, classic Steppenwolf. I've got some of their early albums on vinyl, so this is a nice CD collection. And a record that I actually really wanted, for real. But I didn't get back then, and then when I started looking for it, I realized, oh, it's too late. And from what I know, this has not been reissued on vinyl either. It was issued originally back in 1998, I think. And this is their debut album, and the only one that I'm really interested in, All Saints. And the main reason being their first hit, the ballad Never Ever, that I think is one of the best ballads during the last, well, 25-30 years. I've always loved it since I first heard it, and I can't believe why I didn't get it back then. Well, probably because I was a poor student, and probably because it was played all the time on radio and on MTV. There were always chances to hear it, so okay. So I paid around 24-25 pounds for that, and I have to say it was nice, of course, but sad, of course, too, because yet another great record store has fallen or will soon close. So thank you, Atlas Records, and thank you for all these years. This store has been around for quite a while, so it feels a bit sad to see it go. But still, that's how it is. Right? Bye for now.